Hi YouTube, it's me again, Bellatrix. And today I want to talk to you about a book that I've started, which is called The Artist's Way. Despite being around for a long time, it's getting really popular now because of Doechii. 5 years ago, when she was like just a YouTuber, she recorded her journey with The Artist's Way. This is the book. The thing about this book is that it's a 12-week program that is supposed to help you unlock your creativity. And Doechii documented her journey. And look where she's at today, right? And I'm following in her footsteps. And even if I don't get to Doechii's level, like I feel like I'll be happy just being able to be more creative in my life and in the things that I do because I definitely feel blocked. Wait, you know what? I hope you can still hear me. Oop. I hope you can still hear me well if I put the mic here. So, right now, I haven't started doing the first activity, meaning the morning pages. Right now, I'm at the basic tools. I am here, the basic tools, right before week one starts. And I'm reading on the morning pages, right? And honestly, it feels like this book, although it's supposed to help me unlock my creativity, which is something that I want, I feel like it might help me with where I am at in life as well. Because as Miss Julia Cameron is talking about the morning pages, the premise of the morning pages is that they're supposed to help you calm down the inner critic, which she calls the censor. And I feel like this is something that I'm having trouble with in my life in general. And now that I'm ready to live, now that I'm ready to create something new, create my career and throw myself into the unknown, I feel like I have to learn how to deal with the censor. I think the things about the morning pages is really interesting because she says that as soon as we wake up, we have those whiny, petty thoughts, or maybe no thoughts at all, or maybe good, positive thoughts, or whatever. The morning pages, you have to write 3 pages of literally anything that comes to your mind. Even if you don't know what to write about, you write, you don't know what to talk about. And she hopes that we will be able to like get to the other side of what the critic has to say, the censor has to say. And I feel like it's very interesting because despite the objective being to get to the other side of what the censor has to say and not get sucked into what the censor is saying, because the censor is that inner voice that ridicules you every time you try something new, or they say that you're not good enough. And I feel like the critic is really taking a hold of my life for the past few years, and it's pissing me off. I'm done with this shit. So I hope this might help me with that as well. And I feel like the morning pages, although they want us to get through what the critic is saying, the censor is saying. All right, I'm gonna call it the critic or the censored, like interchangeably. All right. Although the objective is to get over what the critic is saying, right? I feel like the morning pages opens a limited space for the censor to express itself. So it's not like, oh, as soon as I'm hearing the censor, I have to shut him off. I have to tell him to shut up. I have to put like something over his mouth so he shuts up. It's not that. The morning pages allows a space for the censor to exist, but a limited space and time. So 3 pages in the morning as soon as you woke up. Go. And then go away. And I feel like that's very important because those negative thoughts, and like she says that, spoiler alert, I will talk about what she's saying in the book, but buy the book, it's amazing by itself. And I don't think there's one page that I don't go without highlighting something. Like I highlight stuff that I think it's important, or like things that I'm like, ooh, nice, and then I annotate next to it. What was I saying? She says that the sensor basically is a part of our logic brain or our left brain, right? And the artist brain is the right brain. She says that the logic brain is our survival brain and it works on things that we already know or things that are already safe. So anything that is original or new, logic brain is like, oop, that might be dangerous. That I don't know what that is. It's like when we were way back when we were like scanning our environments to see any threats. That's the logic brain. And that's why the sensor keeps us from exploring and going to the new, because the new is unknown. And I realized that I was in a vicious cycle where I was stuck in the past or looking towards the past and being angry at the past because the logic brain knows the past. And I wasn't looking towards the future because the future is scary. Because the logic brain doesn't know what is in the future. The future is unknown. So looking at the past made me be stuck in this victim mentality where I felt like I had no control because you don't have control of the past. The past is over. And also, the people in the past, like everything that happened, like I have no control over that. And then that victim mentality kept me stuck in the past. And it's like being stuck in the past. Sorry, firefighters are around. Um, yes. So, victim mentality, being afraid of the future, which victim mentalities, being afraid of the future. That's what I realized. And the morning pages are supposed to help us put the logic brain to rest and let the artist brain exist. Because the artist brain is the part of us which is basically a child. Let the child play, and children, they don't really care about anything. They just go and they just do what they want and they just exist, and they're, if anything, they're very like eager to going towards the unknown, right? So this is where I'm at so far. I'm hoping to keep track of every day. Starting hopefully this Monday, I will start doing the morning pages. And I'm supposed to do it every day of every week until the end of the program, which is 12 weeks long, which is like 3 months, which is crazy. But you know what? Honestly, I think this is good. I came into this hoping to unlock my creativity, but I realized that maybe this might help me with my number one problem right now, which is taming the critic, the censor, so I can go and create something big and not be afraid of it. Because, listen, if I was Doechii 5 years ago, I'm pretty sure to look into the future and see where she's at can be quite scary because she's like in the center of, she's at the top of the world in the center stage. No, all eyes on her. It's like if I were to look into the future and if I were to hypothetically be in the same position as she is right now, it's really scary to think about because I'm not used to none of these things. You know, like obviously it sounds fun and to be able to live out of doing the things that you love, but it's also really scary and unknown, and I don't have control over anything. But you know what? I think it's worth it because YOLO. You only live once, and I'm here to make the most out of this life. And yeah, I think we should all strive to make the most out of this one life that we have and hope to not die with any regrets, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped about this. I mean, it just feels aligned with where I'm at and what I want out of this life, and I feel like she understands me and she speaks in a way that is like not complicated to understand, and is just feel like she knows me, the author knows me. I feel like when you can have this feeling about an author, when you're reading a book, I feel like that's a good sign that this book is really gonna help you out. So, yeah, I'm going to document my journey here. Even if nobody watches, I want to be able to look back at where I was when I was 25 and if this, where this got me, you know. And I hope what I'm doing right now will be beneficial to my future self. I hope she's happy and I hope that her creativity has been unlocked and she's able to freely create and express herself, and she has found people who also are in the same vibe and appreciate what she does and she appreciate what they do. I hope so. At least I feel like if I can tame the critic, or at least have the critic chill out a little bit, you know, because we need to do something right now. We can't keep living in fear. We can't. I came to a point in my life where I have to make a choice. Many choices, actually. Um, yeah, let's go. Like, let's go. Thanks, YouTube. See you next week.